Starting from the northern Easton Royal end, you ride up the hard packed trail here. You can see there's a few puddles around. It's quite a bit of mud actually on the surface, but very easy to ride. There's very level starts to the trail. Bear in mind that this section is easy. There's a very long, very tiring, long grassy section, which is full of ruts, usually full of water, and for beginners will be extremely tiring. And in the depths of winter, you're in the middle of nowhere, and it's a long, hard ride. Anyway, take the right-hand turn. You're going very gradually uphill now. Again, hard surface, just a few puddles along the way. Quite open on the left-hand side with the hedge. Then you get into the climb. You can see I'm behind some 4x4s, which tail off at the top of this climb. Again, the climb is straightforward, nice and hard underneath. So gradually continue climbing up the hill. Let's say this is the easy section. Nice banks either side. As you can see, you're heading towards the top section, which is fairly level. So you're catching up with the 4x4s again. And then as we reach the top, a nice December day here. See the sun in the sky. So they turned off, and you carry straight on. And this is probably just the first quarter of the trail. So you reach the summit of the hill, and you begin to level out. Fields either side. Again, easy section to ride. As you get towards the end of the easy section, there was another 4x4 parked over on the left-hand side. And this is where you decide whether to carry on or whether to turn around and go back. Trail then goes more into just a couple of wider ruts. You see you carry straight on, ignore the barn and the storage on the right-hand side. And this is the start of the long, slow downhill section. As you can see, full of water here. Still reasonable ruts. Another amount of water. Carry straight on. The ruts start to get smaller, narrower and deeper. And as you go over the brow, you can see you've got more ruts starting to form. And now basically for the next probably 1.5 kilometres, 2 kilometres, you stay in the same ruts all the way down the hill. You can see you've got 5 or 6 ruts to choose from. At times they're fairly deep, and after a lot of rain they're usually full of water, particularly as you get much further down it levels off. Get a few shrubs on my left-hand side. See there's a bit of water in the tracks now, and they're quite deep and narrow. You're about halfway along the completed track now. Probably got another 1.5 kilometres to go. Again, heading downhill. You can see on the left where people have gone onto the field, but not to be advised. So for a beginner, this will be quite tiring, but as long as they take a reasonable pace with a bit of help and support, they should get down okay. Once you reach the bottom, it levels out, a bit harder underneath, but this section particularly gets really waterlogged during the winter. Not a great deal of water at the moment, but usually it's pretty deep. The ruts fill up completely. You can see it's a little bit deeper, but usually goes over the centre trail. This is the lowest part as you're getting towards the exit now. Again, you're making your way towards those trees in the distance. Going through the last set of water until you exit the trail, where you meet another couple of green lanes coming in from your left and right. And that's the end of this long, tricky trail.